You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop Let's get into the road. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in. What's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the tribe. Life is getting hard lately, I know that's right. We don't bitch about it getting hard, baby. We figure out what to do with it. Let's jump in. You're staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again. Wondering about his silence, wondering where he's been. Is he reflecting? Is he moving on? Or just playing games until the break of dawn? You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop sugarcoating lies, let's get into the root. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in the night. We're gonna see what's hidden in the dark and bring it to the light. It's the ManjulaAwakening, open up the eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. I see a cold red on the 4th floor. Listen close. That person on your mind, yeah, they do the most. They smiling on the outside, but they're miserable within. Trying to save face, but they know they can't win. I'm picking up the energy, but let me be clear. That behavior right there, yeah, that's bitch made, my dear. They fumbled the bag, we dropped the prize. Now they watching from the sidelines. We're regretting their eyes. Don't let them spin the block unless they come in correct. Radical self-sight is what we expect. It's the ManjulaAwakening. Open up your eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. Take what resonates and chuck the rest. We don't force the shoe, we just pass the test. It ain't always pretty, sometimes it's gonna sting, but clarity is the gift that the awakening brings. Whether you're a Sag or Pisces or a Gemini, we're reclaiming our power, reaching for the sky. Yeah. If you need that emergency session, you know where to go. Don't let these people disturb your peace. I'll see y'all over on the extended Zoom. Create new life. Peace. What's up?
What's up? What's good? What's going on, beautiful people? Yeah, what's going on? Y'all, I enjoyed my weekend. I hope y'all did. I missed y'all. I gave my niece my other phone. I know that's right. That's okay. Yes, good rising, Nikita. Good rising, Miss Files. Good rising, Karen. Ashley, good rising, beautiful. What's up, Nikita? Thank you, baby. Thank you so much for showing up and being here. I love you. I love you dearly. Thank you, Nikita. Y'all thank Nikita. She's going to timestamp for us on this rising. Yay, the energy is here. What's up, Moon Star? What's up, Moon Star? Early. What's up, D? You about to head out to work, but I'm going to put you on my screen in the car. I know that's right. What's up? People's getting ready to fall asleep to me. People's getting ready to drive to work to me. What's up? I missed y'all. Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It is thoroughly appreciated. Let's go ahead and jump straight in with Aries. All right, let's jump straight in with Aries. Put a little bit of grease on my lips. Y'all, I got that eyelash glue everywhere. All right, Spirit, tap me in. Let's do Aries for 5 minutes and 25 seconds, okay? What's up? What's good? What's going on, Aries? Let's take a look at your next 72 hours. Cosmo's playing with the curtains. Nah, that's my foot. My foot. No, I know where Cosmo is. He's off. He's off. Because y'all, I've been up all night. I ain't been to sleep. I ain't been to sleep. Ooh, Aries, you got action. You got some action, Captain. Sunflower. Let's see what's going on here. What's up, Kelsey? Destiny. Ooh. Ooh, you got action happening, facing the sun. So this is something optimistic. This is something aligned with your there's some sort of message, some sort of destined message that's coming your way. Spirit is asking you to surrender and not resist the message. So Aries, in the next 72 hours, this could be pertaining to some sort of travel, moving forward, overcoming the obstacles, something like such. Let me see, Aries. What's this? What? Don't get sleepy before Sagittarius. And I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get through it. Oh, yes. Come back and watch me later. Thank you so much for speaking, beautiful soul. The 8 of Cups is the situation. It's time to walk away from something. Yeah, the opportunity is for you to take actions. You could be about to, like, you could be receiving some sort of message that it's time to close something up. Like it's time to walk away from something. And Spirit is saying, don't do it kicking and screaming. It's time for Aries to take action. It's time for you to walk away from something. And the Spirit is asking you not to do it kicking and screaming. Uh-huh. So I should have said it, especially as tapped in as I've been. I've been up and I look real rested, don't I? I don't look sleepy. I don't think I do. The opportunity is the 4 of Swords. You're being told to walk away from something and not do it kicking and screaming. You need rest. The opportunity is for rest. The opportunity is for you to surrender to the flow. The challenge is you think that the only way for you to get emotional fulfillment is by you keeping this situation afloat. It does look like that it's matters of the heart or where emotions are. But I'm going to be honest with you, whatever this is you're being encouraged to walk away from, Spirit is saying, I'm trying to get you to walk away from it now without kicking and screaming to give you a fighting chance. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Some of y'all are being encouraged to, like take a moment, like don't be like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a hard worker and if you are having any type of ailments or anything like that, don't kick and scream. Don't bitch, whine, and complain. Embrace that rest because the rest, whatever's happening that is forcing you into some sort of rest or forcing you to walk away from something is actually giving you a fighting chance in hell. Meaning that if you keep going without taking this rest, you're fighting an uphill battle. You're fighting a losing battle. Bottom of the deck. That's the Ace of Swords. That's absolute truth. So I'm going to say if you're an Aries and you're highly connected to me and you're watching this, I just gave you a personal reading. Okay. So I have to be honest with you. If you're in a season where it seems like you're unable to move towards the things, like let's say that you're used to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like sitting around. I need a move. I need to work. I need to do this or I need to do that, but life is forcing you into a movement, a season where it just seems like it's out of your control, and you're like, they're like, I'm sorry, I got to put you on medical leave. I don't want to be on. Don't you kick and scream. Take the medical leave. Look up at the sky and say thank you because it's literally giving you your fighting chance. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You is you're not seeing something. you're not seeing something. Okay, so just don't go kicking and screaming. What are they walking away from? It's literally leading you towards your destiny, and that destiny is associated with the King of Pentacles, which is stability. What are they walking away from? Thank y'all for smashing that thumbs up button. The Knight of Cups, some sort of unrealistic fantasy. It's definitely some sort of unrealistic fantasy, moving forward without any groundedness, just kind of like lighting the fire and moving forward with it based off of a dream, which is absolutely how things come into fruition. However, it has to have some sort of grounded energy to it, right? That's the only way that you're going to be able to take action and gain some sort of sustainability in this vision. Okay, so don't like walk away from trying to chase the pipe dream, is what I'm going to call it. It's like you might be chasing the pipe dream and ain't no might be. You're chasing some sort of pipe dream in a non-sustainable way. And it's only a pipe dream because of the way that you're trying to sustain it. Whereas if you take the opportunity to navigate away from the way that you've been doing it, you may take some sort of temporary emotional discomfort, but it offers you a season of rest, which allows you that fighting chance to actually bring your vision into fruition for the 10 of Pentacles for the long haul. Okay. So that's what you need to know about the next 72 hours. So there's a need for rest. There's something that you're trying to bring into fruition. Spirit is saying, we have action here. You're going to be taking action in your destiny, but the action that you're taking right now is walking away from doing and allowing yourself to get in the flow state. Okay. Things are taking. Yeah, spirit definitely needs you to hold steady right now, Aries, whatever that means. There's a resting period, and I encourage you to embrace it. If they don't, look, this is not always literal, but because of the message that is coming through, I am encouraging at least one person to hear me out, as literal as it comes. If you do not embrace your season of rest, something comes to an abrupt, permanent end. Okay, so meaning if you're a workaholic now and you don't take a rest in period now, you will not recuperate to the point that allows you to return to your current work state. Do you hear what I'm trying to say? In the Ace of Swords and already came out, in Leo energy is already at the bottom of the deck, which means someone already worked themselves. You know, there's just an ancestor that's around that may have already worked themselves beyond a point of rest. What's up, Balance? Good day, mate. I've been well. Take some rest, mama. Take some rest. It's all right. Them bills will take care of themselves. I promise. Take some rest. Sometimes the action, bam. I'm gonna read you this card, Aries, because sometimes the action really is not for real. Take some rest, mama, and bills will take care of themselves. Right here, patiently waiting. It says, today I will wait patiently. If waiting is the action, okay, I need in order to take care of myself, I know that I am taking positive, forceful action by waiting until the time is right. God help me to let go of my fear, urgency, and panic. Help me learn the art of waiting. Well, since I pulled it out, baby girl, come through with a message for the Aries collective. There she blows. Be true to yourself. Today, I will honor, cherish, and love myself. When I get confused about what to do, I just have to remember that I need to be true to myself. I will break free of the hold of that others and their expectations have on me. Hello, I know exactly what Aries I'm speaking to, and I know that Aries has a real bad habit of sitting around watching real quietly. Okay, and I really hope that you picking up what's being put down. I'm taking risks. Today, I will ask God to help me begin to take healthy risk. I will ask for assistance in letting go of my fear of failure. I know exactly who I'm talking to. And success. I will ask for help in fully living my life so that I can start experiencing all the wonderful parts of the journey and not just the workhorse. Sometimes we work ourselves so hard that the universe will absolutely whoa Nelly that ass. You just have to take that as it resonates. I'm going to move forward to Taurus. Yeah, clock it. Tell him, Millie. Tell him, Millie, my heart is thudding too. For real, I'm getting ready to call you. For real, I'm getting ready to call you. Let me see. Is she watching? Is she watching? Obsessively. That's all right. I'll have baby girl place the phone call later. My sentiments was, baby girl, is she watching? Is she going to catch it? The Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, you just better listen. You just better listen. For real. You just better listen. It don't have to be that serious. It's just saying the opportunity to recover. The Six of Swords keeps showing face, which means that there's an opportunity to move the Five of Swords is conflict, strife, like things just up in the air. And it's like, just like trying to prove a point, just trying to win at all costs. Because, well, if I break down, then what else is it? I don't have nothing else. So it's like trying to make sure I win at all costs. But it's saying that if you just take heed to what's being put down, the Six of Swords is about transitioning onto calmer waters. It's about transitioning out of the strife. So meaning that if you take rest, something that is in chaotic energy, something that is out of your control right now, gets the opportunity to settle down and work itself out. But if you're a constant workhorse, you're working against the Six of Swords is your ancestors moving you on to calmer waters. So basically, your body cannot, like, as long as you're constantly working, constantly moving, your body cannot unknot itself. So if you embrace a period of rest and stop resisting it, because, well, that's just what you have to do out of fear of not being able to sustain your life, your resistance, the natural flow of your body trying to unwork its kinks. But let me move forward because I'm talking to somebody that I can just pick up the phone and call. But they probably wouldn't even listen to me unless it was on this motherfucking internet. Let's move forward to Taurus, Nikita. Let's move forward to Taurus. I love you. Let's do Taurus for 19 minutes and 40 seconds. You so welcome, Millie Cruz. Tap me in, spirit, tap me in for Taurus. What's going on in the next 72 hours for Taurus? 2022 on the clock. Clock that shit then. Hope. in the next 72 hours, Taurus. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna be able to show the cards. Rainbow, hope. Okay, never give up. I know that's right. Phase, motivation. You getting ready to get some sort of motivation back. You getting ready to get your, what do they call it? Your second wind. What's going on for Taurus? Look, I'm getting jittery too. I'm talking to somebody. I'm gonna tell you that much. But we got the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands. Oh my goodness, yes. The Two of Wands, you don't even see it coming. As a matter of fact, you have turned your back on it. You're already starting to readjust the plans. And that's the challenge, something that you've been working on, something that you've been hoping on. The Spirit is like, don't give up on that shit. There's a second wind that's getting ready to come through. The challenge with this second wind getting ready to come through, you are already preparing to make adjustments. So as you're preparing to make adjustments, you may miss that second wind. So listen, something is going to get a second wind. OMG. Release the baggage that is keeping you back from being hopeful and optimistic. Don't give up on this dream. Don't give up. Remind yourself of the foresight. You see, the Two of Wands, I will always love spiritual revolution. With Mary Jo, I think that's the channel. I forget. It's my girl. But she always said that the Two of Wands is your eggs to the universe. The Three of Wands is the universe finally delivering your request. Okay. So, but if you shift your focus and make adjustments before the delivery comes in, the manifestation comes in regardless. You understand what I'm saying? The manifestation, it lands. That's what Dr. Strange, multi-universe, taught us, right? Is that the manifestation, like if you make changes mid manifestation, it doesn't mean that that thing that you were manifesting doesn't come in. You just must be willing to make the pivots and adjustments to handle the pivots and adjustments that you made to your manifestations, which is why we have to slow down and manifest with intentions and not manifest from a place of lack, right? So I'm speaking to someone that has began to turn their back on an ex, and the universe is saying, Kiana, snap that motherfucker back in because I got the second wind, and that second wind, if they can catch. You understand what I'm saying? It's coming. It's coming. But you have to be willing to reflect on some sort of internal conflict, so that you can gain a different perspective on understanding that, you know, when your ships is coming in, Unhidden Heroines says, ships come in. Well, she doesn't say it, but she reminds me of it, right? All the time. That ships come in, ships sail in on smooth seas, meaning don't get too emotionally discombobulated, because sometimes when you get too emotionally discombobulated, you push the blessing out when it's already on arrival, right? So I'm trying to tell somebody that you're making adjustments, you're making haste, lack adjustments here when something is about to catch a second wind. And the second wind may seem chaotic, but put yourself on a sailboat. Sometimes you need that gust of wind to push you forward. You understand what I'm saying? If you're on a rowboat, thank you, Spirit. If you're on a rowboat, you can, if that wind catches, if you catch that wind, your arms can take a break. You understand what I'm saying? So there's something about, you've been doing a whole lot of work and you're at conflict about it. Okay. And Spirit is saying, I need you to reflect on this a little bit differently, because if you continue to put this work in, you're about to catch this second wind, and it's about to give you an extended period of rest. And that extended period of rest, it takes you to the good luck that you've been patient for. But yes, it does require you to be just a little bit more patient. Okay. Chop wood, carry water. Karate Kid, take the coat off, hang it up. Take the coat off, hang it up, right? It's beneficial. It proved beneficial in the fighting skills that he learned later on down the road. And that's what this pivot is asking you, okay? So you'll just have to take that as it resonates. I feel like that's a really clear message. But I see success. I see success. Okay, so whatever obstacles you are facing at this time, I see the opportunity is to overcome this 5 of Wands. Literally, the opportunity is the 6 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, which means that this is what you're focused on. And Spirit is like, fuck that. I really need you to see that this is the opportunity I am presenting. Don't get consumed and distracted by this. Choose to be the trunk of the tree and not the leaves, because the wind is going to blow regardless. Go read my latest blog. Let's move forward. Hey, Divinely Tay, good rising, beautiful soul. All right, let's do Gemini for 26-25. All right, Spirit, tap me in for Gemini. What's going on for Gemini for the next 72 hours? What's going on for Gemini? Ooh, I just seen guidance. Let's see, Spirit, tap me in for Gemini. Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button, and it is thoroughly appreciated. Surrender, I like that. Water and boundaries. Damn, I told you I'd be resonating with these damn Geminis. That's crazy. Surrender to the water, but there's a need to make sure that there's some firm, healthy boundaries around, right? There has to be intentional boundaries. Let's see, Spirit, tap me in. What's going on in the next 72 hours for Gemini? I knew that's what that was, the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. That's literally allowing yourself to indulge in the idea, the fantasy of something while still staying head over heart. Don't get lost in the potential, because there are still some really firm boundaries that are needed now in order for harmony. Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius, it could be Pisces. Well, yeah, no, Pisces because of the Knight of Cups, but it could be Aquarius, Pisces, but I also have Capricorn. Heavy on the Aquarius. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, which is Pisces. Aries, Pisces, Aries. Here, let me just pull. Excuse me. Yeah, see, the challenges is there's an like, yes, surrender to the water, right? Surrender to the feeling of it, right? Like, just surrender to the flow. Allow something to flow naturally. Don't try to force it or trap it, right? But there is a need for a container, because the Two of Swords, it would be in the challenging position, and it's definitely saying that there is something that is unseen, and because of that, or something that is not yet fully revealed, and because that is not fully revealed, you cannot really make a decision that would bring harmony in this energy, which is why the Strength card is in the advice position. There is a need to hold back. Now, does that awaken some sort of like the Nine of Swords energy? Like, did I reveal too much? Is there um let me see what is that Two of Swords first and foremost. What's Upstart Level? It's the Emperor, the Two of Swords. What is the Two of Swords? It's the Emperor. That's that stubborn, almost kind of like because I can. It's almost like it's really giving me that energy of that child that is like, mama's got company. She's distracted. Let me go for it. I know. I'm gonna get by with it. I know this is a full-on pass. So because I can, I am. It's the Two of Swords is the awareness that it's the awareness that I'm at a crossroads, and the awareness that this crossroads is pivotal, and awareness that there is missing information, right? Because the Two of Swords is blindfolded. So there's awareness that you're not seeing everything clearly. Whether you can take your hands and remove the blindfolds or not, it has not been done. Therefore, there is an awareness that I do not have all of the information to make this decision. But the challenge is, well, I like the attention. And well, I wonder. And curiosity, right? So what's the Nine of Swords? Temperance. There's definitely a need to, something has to play. Like, I will say this, temperance on the Nine of Swords, the likely outcome is there's a need to temper, be patient, take practical, balanced steps in a way that quiets natural fears and anxieties that are triggered within this situation because of the Two of Swords, right? Aries, Leo energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius strong, like all three major arcanas for all of the fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. That's significant. So there is a lot of passion, a lot of fire and desire here. But then you have the King of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. There is a need to really gain control of the mind, the anxiety, the thoughts around this situation. Because, well, there's not enough surrender to the emotion, like the emotions is too associated with fire. It's too fire water. This is Neptune. This is Neptune. But because that's Neptune with all of this fire, you can literally either get harmony or combustion. So there's a need to temper the natural anxieties in order to even begin to build the harmony to sustain anything. I know that makes sense. 2030 on the clock. Ooh, what's that mean? 2030. Because there's 30 people in here right now, balance. Then it makes me want to keep on moving to Cancer. Let's move forward. You ready? 3405. Oh, thank you. Someone just purchased a personal reading. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. All right, Spirit, tap me in for Cancer. What's going on for Cancer in the next 72 hours? I do wonder why that came up in the next 72-hour reading, though. Ooh, abundance and caution. What's up, Ambassador? Hello, greetings to you as well. Let's see, Spirit, tap me in. The Moon card. Ooh, there's something coming that you don't even see. It's in the form of abundance. So there's a need to really be strategic. But Scorpio energy, Five of Cups, Death card, King of Cups. All three of them is Scorpio energy. And there goes the sleepiness. That's okay. I'm going to get up and stretch. I'm going to get up and stretch. OMG, I didn't got sleepy now. What this is I definitely feel like that there is an unexpected opportunity to transform. Yeah. What's it pertaining to? Broken heart. Work. It could be a work. It could be to transform a lost job. Okay. So there's an opportunity that you don't see coming, right? So like let's say that the divine by design had you lose a job, but you get on the internet, talk instead of talking about well, one chapter just ended. I can't wait to see what the next chapter brings, right? And then versus putting out there, well, they just lost my job. Fuck them. I'm gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's like Spirit is saying, I need you to move strategically. Here goes Cosmo. I need you to move strategically so that and be diplomatic because there is some sort of abundant opportunity that is coming to transform a situation that you thought was meant, what was meant to tear you down is really getting ready to be. What's that thing that they jump on to bounce over in gymnastics? The bounce board? Literally, Spirit is saying, I don't have one single problem with you wanting to be in the driver's seat. I don't have one single problem with you wanting to flex your authority, but I'm gonna need you to get rested up before you do it. I'm gonna need you to like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to put on a show like you got this shit under control, and then it's another to have that to back it up. And in order to back it up, you need to be rested, right? Heavy on the Scorpio here, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer. Yes, we are having a good week. An excellent week. Yeah, some of y'all getting ready to get some. Y'all don't even see it coming. Y'all getting ready to get some sort of abundance that's about to help you balance out some sort of fear, or there might be some sort of financial insecurity that you're facing right now. There's something coming in completely unexpected. You don't see it coming. It's nothing you can really prepare for, other than just know, don't lower your vibrations right now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Crystal Adams? Okay, I'm gonna do Cancer, and then I'm gonna stretch. Was that Cancer? That was Cancer, right? I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'll be back for Leo in a second. Leo, get through it. All right, Spirit, tell me in for Leo. Tell me in for Leo. Ooh, Cosmo, you scared me. And he put chills down my spine. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been an eventful morning. Go on, baby. All right, Spirit, tell me in. This is for Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday. Yeah, my father's birthday was the other day. His phone kept on going to voicemail. I guess he was busy. Busy. She'll be out there in a minute. Get down. Tap me in, Spirit. This for Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. Let's do 41. Let's do 4115. Let's see, Spirit. Tell me in for Leo. What's going on for the next 48 hours? I know that's right. Ooh, wonder. And taking a chance. I know that's right. Wandering right into something that looks like it has the potential to be 44. Double stability, okay? It doubles the stability. You got to be willing to take a chance. Got to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. Let's see what's going on. How does this show up? Ooh, there it goes. The star card, bitch. You're going to have to go play with somebody else. Some could come to you at a nighttime drive. Y'all could have an epiphany. I don't know. It's one of those where it's like you are literally sitting on the porch, you sit in the bed, you're doing something, you have a thought, and you wonder, like that thought carries you into deep wondering, and you get in your car, Cosmo, quit. You get in your car, you take initiative, and it leads you into something that is absolutely reflective, it's energetic. The star card, the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, what's that? The 9 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. Ooh, I'm sleepy. The opportunity is the 7 of Wands. The challenge is you're not willing to make the necessary adjustments. Your advice is to make the adjustments and balance something out. Take a chance. Balance something out. Who am I talking to? Leo, hell yeah. Why won't you still stuck in some sort of old paradigm, some sort of old processing, some sort of, you know how after so long, Apple will force you into having to upgrade because it doesn't function. It doesn't, it's more, it costs more money to make the new systems compatible with those old devices, right? So it just makes sense to force those old devices into an upgrade. There's something like the universe is trying to force you into an upgrade, and you're like that old ass man that likes to wear the fucking socks up the back of their calf and the brown sandals and the fanny pack because it's just so convenient. It's like you got to break loose. Hey, LaShawn. Hmm. Yes, Apple will let you go past and collect 200 until you upgrade. Yes. That's what I got for you. Let's move on to Virgo. Yeah, more structure, more boundaries. That fence, you probably sleep by now, but that fence card makes a lot more sense now in this present moment. That fence card, what is the timestamp for this? 45. That fence card makes more sense because without those boundaries, other areas just they don't have containment. There's no structure flow into those areas, right? Everything gets exhausted in one area. You can see it. I know it. It's okay. I'll be all right. Virgo. Let's talk to Virgo for a second. All right, let's tap in for Virgo. Let's do 4630. What does it look like for Virgo in the next 72 hours, Spirit? What does the next 72 hours look like for Virgo? Reflection. Protection. Ooh. Damn, Virgo. I'm speaking to our hard-headed motherfucking Virgo. The next 72 hours, if you didn't catch your 30, you know what you can expect in August, and I said rest. And that one reading when I was like, what you can expect in the next 30 days or in August or whatever the case was, and I said rest, that Virgo has not been listening because in the next 72 hours, what you can expect, what's going on is a period of reflection. Spirit is calling you into pull your energy back. Stop feeding your energy into distractions and temporary pleasures. You are needing to conserve every bit of your energy to do some reflecting. I'm telling you right fucking now, baby. Look, protect yourself from these disruptions. There's something you're about to be forced into taking action on something that's destined for you. And the thing about it is what's destined for you doesn't pass you by. However, the location and the attributes attached to it shift, right? So what you may have been eligible for in your 20s changes what you're eligible for when you're 25 or in your 30s or in your 40s. So Spirit is saying, Virgo, do the reflecting now so that you can acquire something that you're destined for with the lifespan of with like the benefits of a 20 that you would offer a 20-year-old, and so you can indulge in those. Okay, so not saying it's going to pass you by and you don't get to experience it. However, I do feel like that you know, like let's say that you're dating in your 20s, right? Um, what appeals at a 20-year-old, it does not appeal when you're dating at 40 and 50, right? However, if you're dating with intentions and with reflection in your 20s, what that relationship requires, it can be sustained in your 30s and your 40s if you do it intentional in the present moment and don't choose to distract yourself and waste time, right? So if you're choosing not to invest and go deep in connections and you're just engaging in multiple different connections to avoid things getting deep, then when you're finally ready, the things that you would go deep with are already spread thin, and the bottom is it doesn't have the capacity to hold the depth that you're going to desire. What's going on for Virgo in the next 72 hours? Radiant rising, Crystal, duh. What's up? Damn. Damn. Why can't I pronounce it this morning? What's up, Miss Cooper? It's gonna come to me. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Talisha. There we go. What's going on for Virgo? And you know, this is Hermit energy. That's all you, Virgo. The Six of Cups, and it's coming out to the side. In the Hierophant. All I'm going to say is, when them folk get to recreating shit, I get to questioning shit. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer. If you can build it once, you can build it again. But what are we recreating anything for, right? So if you build something once, ooh, Spirit, wake them up. Because there go the motherfucking message. Wake them up. Hold on. Get to recreating shit. I wasn't listening to it in my ear, but you know, the volume for the earbud to the phone is different. But hold on, Virgo, wake up and listen to me. What you recreating something for? Because if you created it and it didn't last for whatever reasons, right? And it came crumbling down. It's not to say that something cannot be rebuilt, but you are not going to rebuild an exact replica. It's damn near impossible. And therefore, because it's impossible to build an exact replica, you might as well go and make those customizations, right? So Spirit is telling you, I need you to stop and do some reflection so that you don't continue to move forward, continuously trying to recreate the exact same thing. Spirit is wanting you to use that thing that you're trying to recreate as your starting ground, but Spirit is wanting you to make customizations. That's why nothing is sustainable for you at this point in time. The Queen of Pentacles, the opportunity is to balance the checkbooks, to begin to recognize what resources am I putting out versus what resources are actually coming in, because that is going to help you see your distractions in your waste. And I am speaking to a Virgo that is full of waste right now. That's why you're being called to protect yourself, because, well, here's how you'll know if this is your motherfucking story. How happy are you? When you meet something new, how optimistic are you? Because the Virgo that I'm speaking to, you're not really optimistic about these new distractions, whatever they may be. You're not really optimistic. Like it doesn't offer you a long lasting happiness. And like when it's all said and done, when you return back to your normal flow, it just something's missing because the Sun card is in your challenging position. So it's like you go at a situation and you got all of this unrealistic optimism, and then you indulge in it and you like, this was it? Oh, I was kind of expecting more. You know, Virgo and y'all's high expectations, right? So Spirit is saying it's time to stop trying to recreate, and it's time to start customizing. And yes, that is going to cause you to get out of your comfort zone. Baby, when you start customizing shit, baby, you got to do a little bit of here, you got to do a little bit of here, you got to do a fit test here and a fit test there. And that can be overwhelming. But Spirit is saying customizations require you to get out of your comfort zone, right? And well, that's where Virgo is not comfortable. What do you mean? This shit is not predictable out there. And Spirit is saying the likely outcome, I need you to know, I need you to do the reflection now. So because the likely outcome of this is you feeling like you're not in control and feeling like that you're constantly over analyzing the situation, because that's the only point of control that you'll feel like that you have here. But the real energy is do the reflection before you get into the situation so that you can read your own cues, so that you can surrender to the flow of that situation that you feel like you have no control over. Does that make sense? I knew Quanta was going to show up. What's up, Puka Tuka? What's up, Puka Tuka? Good rising, Leo, babe. I almost missed you. What's up, beautiful? Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Yeah, gaining a different perspective on your structure, your systems, your routines. There's some sort of structure, system, and routine that is directly working against you at this time, Virgo, at least in the next 72 hours, okay? And it's time to go on and pull that mic out. It's time to make a change, starting with the man in the mirror. Well, and Virgo spirit said, baby, tell them, because then they get that Ace of Pentacles. Then there is there is a real tangible opportunity to plant some seeds and to reap some sort of harvest. We all know Virgos for real, love to grow things, right? Virgos in their natural state are cultivators. Moving forward to Libra. All right, Spirit, tell me in for Libra. Let's do 5710. Spirit, tell me in this for Libra. Something to do with the heart space and possibilities. OMG. It says heart, love, glow, possibility. And then right behind that is angel numbers, confirmation, and then the caution symbol. Let's see, Spirit, what's going on for Libra in the next 72 hours? The 9 of Pentacles. The 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. There's definitely a need to make adjustments here. So the opportunity with seeing the possibilities is to make adjustments. However, the challenge here is the 2 of Cups. There is some sort of partnership, in the 2 of Cups in the challenging position is a partnership that is disgruntled, right? So there is a disgruntled partnership that is the challenge for you. And so your advice is the 10 of Cups, and the likely outcome is the Page of Cups. What's that 2 of Cups energy? The Magician card. Ooh, shit. This might be more or less communicating. Ooh, shit. What's that 10 of Cups? The Page of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. I don't necessarily feel like that is necessarily a disgruntled partnership. I feel like that is the repercussions from disgruntled partnerships, because I do feel like that the challenge here is the mindset on partnerships, harmony, and union, in the way that you're manifesting in new beginnings. Because this 2 of Cups in the challenging position has a lot to do with the way you're manifesting in some sort of new beginning as it pertains to partnerships, but it's about seeing the possibilities so that you can make the necessary adjustments, so that you can, and your advice is to make those necessary adjustments from a place of 10 of Cups, happiness, harmony, balance, Page of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Take things slow, collaborate, build towards something, master something, right? The 3 of Pentacles is apprenticeship, work together, learn the depths of what you know, what I know, to master a skill, a craft, right? The likely outcome is the Page of Cups. Then the emotional expression can be made. There is, I don't care what nobody say, there is a disgruntled partnership here. Yeah, absolutely. The Queen of Wands to the 5 of Wands to the Lover's card to the Hermit card. There's definitely some sort of disgruntled energy that is still passion fueled that has to do some sort of reflecting in order to make the appropriate choice here. What's the Page of Cups? The Queen of Cups. Okay, so let me ask y'all this question. Did I read that message all the way through, or did I read it mainly in my mind? Nikita, I'm really asking Nikita or Quanda. Did I read that message all the way through, or did I read it in my mind? It came through. Okay, it came through. Okay. Let's move on to Scorpio. Oh, damn, I forgot to change the ticker. I'm so sorry, Libra. Libra, I did do you. Okay, I did do you. I just did you under the timestamp. I mean, the label of Virgo, but you got done. Okay. And we'll get the timestamps down right after the playback. All right, Spirit, tap me in. This is for Scorpio. Sheesh, y'all pray for me. 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 40 seconds. This is for Scorpio. Tap me in. What's going on for Scorpio in the next 72 hours? Anchor, stability, hope. So something that you was hopeful about is definitely getting anchored down. June 16th could be significant, or 6-7. Something is progressing. Oh shit. The emotions within a relationship with, like it says, not relationships, emotions, moon, rainbow, hope, stability. So something that you just was kind of like hoping would get the chance to experience, it looks like you might be getting some sort of stability around it in the next 72 hours. Who am I speaking to? Scorpio. Oops. The embassy approves of the following messages. I know that's right. I am about to fall asleep, though. Show me what's going on for Scorpio. The Page of Wands, yes, there's definitely some sort of communication that's coming your way to stabilize the situation. The Three of Swords, the King of Cups, the Tower, and here I thought I was getting ready to fall asleep and I'm for the reading, Scorpio. Well, hello, wake up, shit, bitch. Shit. What we got going on here? I was getting ready to go to sleep in this boring ass shit. Spirit said, no, you not, bitch. You getting ready to get some water works. Scorpio, what you got going on? Spirit is wanting you to make some sort of sudden change. Here's what I got to tell you, Scorpio. Let me tell you something, baby. Can I give you the winning ticket in the next 72 hours? I want you to focus on not being a hurt hoe, a whore who's hurt, or a hurt whore. Focus on not being that. Focus on letting that shit go. Like, meaning like, okay, so y'all don't want my hair like it because my ex like my hair. We're not doing it. Nope. In the next 72 hours, I'm nipping that in the butt. Y'all don't go on that side of the street because that's where my ex is. Nip that shit in the butt. I don't do this. Nip that in the butt. Anything that you do because of a trauma, it needs to be nipped in the bud in the next 72 hours because it has you showing up as emotionally immature, and the universe has the Ace of Cups around you that is going to pick up on that just like that. The Moon card. On top of the sun. It's a Scorpio energy all over this. Who am I talking to? Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio, this is for you. There's definitely some sort of message. And I really want to say, I'm going to be honest, a part of me really wants to say that this is like some sort of message of like, it's like a candid peace offering. Okay. I don't want to say apology because it's the King of Cups. And I'm going to be honest with you. The King of Cups is emotionally diplomatic. He's not necessarily coming with an apology. Okay. And I think that that's the challenge is you may be expecting a flat out apology from whatever this is. And what you're going to get is emotional diplomacy, meaning I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. But this is still what it is from my perspective. I'm just willing to be more diplomatic with expressing this to you. And well, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is what as I almost don't want to say this because I like Lil Mama. I really do, but I just feel like that sometimes she can give toxic advice. But I like her little feisty spirit. And so I don't say her name, but if I say this, it's probably gonna give her away. But she says, calm that little pussy down. This is that energy of somebody calming that little pussy down, not necessarily you calming yours down, but someone calming you down by coming towards you with this emotional diplomacy. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because your advice is the Tower card. A, make the radical change. Stop being resistant. You're rising, Juanita. Yeah. I do have to like that Scorpio just might be waiting to kind of like, annihilate somebody and here they coming towards you knowing exactly what they need to do to calm you. They know what they need to do to influence this choice, to invest in this situation, to influence this choice. They feel like that they know what to do to steer this towards stability, whoever this person is. So just take it as it resonates. These readings are going by super fast. Hey Sharita, your birthday is 8/19. I was right here. I had a whole conversation in my head. Do you hear me? Yes. Happy early birthday, Juanita. The embassy will welcome any gesture of diplomacy. Nevertheless, I will reserve the right to accept or pass it by with the same diplomacy. I know that's right, baby. I know that's right. Make sure your diplomacy allows you to clear up your karmic retribution, right? Your karmic energy. To make sure that your diplomacy makes room for karmic retribution so that your forward movement is less karmic, right? Let's move into Sag. Actually, I'm going to take a break because I'm really sleepy. So you don't have to do what it may. I'm going to take an intermission.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the tribe. Life is getting hard lately, I know that's right. We don't bitch about it getting hard, baby. We figure out what to do with it. Let's jump in.
You're staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again. Wondering about his silence, wondering where he's been. Is he reflecting, is he moving on? Or just playing games until the break of dawn? You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop sugarcoating lies, let's get into the root. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in the night. We're gonna see what's hidden in the dark and bring it to the light. It's the ManjulaAwakening, open up the eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. I see a code red on the 4th floor. Listen close. That person on your mind, yeah, they do the most. They smiling on the outside, but they're miserable within. Trying to save face, but they know they can't win. I'm picking up the energy, but let me be clear. That behavior right there, yeah, that's bitch made, my dear. They fumbled the bag, they dropped the prize. Now they watching from the sidelines. We're regretting their eyes. Don't let them spin the block unless they come in correct. Radical self-sight is what we express. It's the ManjulaAwakening. Open up your eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. Take what resonates and chuck the rest. We don't force the shoe, we just pass the test. It ain't always pretty, sometimes it's gonna sting, but clarity is the gift that the awakening brings. Whether you're a Sag or Pisces or a Gemini, we're reclaiming our power, reaching for the sky. Yeah. If you need that emergency session, you know where to go. Don't let these people disturb your peace. I'll see y'all over on the extended Zoom. Create new life. Peace. What's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the tribe.
Life is getting hard lately, I know that's right. We don't bitch about it getting hard, baby. We figure out what to do with it. Let's jump in.
You're staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again. Wondering about his silence, wondering where he's been. Is he reflecting, is he moving on? Or just playing games until the break of dawn? You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop sugarcoating lies, let's get into the root. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in the night. We're gonna see what's hidden in the dark and bring it to the light. It's the ManjulaAwakening, open up the eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. I see a code red on the 4th floor. Listen close. That person on your mind, yeah, they do the most. They smiling on the outside, but they're miserable within. Trying to save face, but they know they can't win. I'm picking up the energy, but let me be clear. That behavior right there, yeah, that's bitch made, my dear. They fumbled the bag, they dropped the prize. Now they watching from the sidelines. We're regretting their eyes. Don't let them spin the block unless they come in correct. Radical self-sight is what we express. It's the ManjulaAwakening. Open up your eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. Take what resonates Accept the rest. We don't force the shoe, we just pass the test. It ain't always pretty, sometimes it's gonna sting, but clarity is the gift that the awakening brings. Whether you're a Sag or Pisces or a Gemini, we're reclaiming our power, reaching for the sky. Yeah. If you need that emergency session, you know where to go. Don't let these people disturb your peace. I'll see y'all over on the extended
Thank y'all
Zoom.
so much. I appreciate y'all's patience. I really do.
Peace.
Thank y'all so much. But let me get this intermission offer here and jump in for Sagittarius. Let's do Sagittarius for 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 10 seconds.
Welcome to the tribe. Life is getting hard lately. I know that's right.
All right, Spirit, tap me in for Sagittarius. Spirit, tap me in for Sag.
We figure out what to do with it.
Staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again.
What's going on for Sag? What's the next 70? Whoop, whoop, Saggies. That's right. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Kwanda.
You need the instant.
What's going on? What's going on for Sagittarius? Thank you, Sagittarius, for smashing that thumbs up button. Let's get it, Spirit. What's the next 72 hours look like? Sunflower, action. Got action, Captain. Ooh, you're moving along a labyrinth. Okay. So in the next 72 hours, you are navigating a labyrinth. And in all honesty, navigating a labyrinth requires you to take intentional actions. There's no room for sloppy movement in the next 72 hours because there's unlimited potential. So definitely be intentional so you can be aware of the openings and the opportunities, right? Confirmation. Let me see, Spirit, tell me in. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. The Queen of Wands and the 5 of Wands. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is giving disgruntled customer. Not literally customer, but this is definitely someone that just may not be happy with where they stand with you now compared to where they stood with you at one point in time. And what's going on here is an opportunity to reevaluate the situation. The challenge is you're evaluating this from the wounded warrior perspective. And that's not always beneficial because, when you're hyper vigilant, and I can say this, I feel like I'm qualified to say this. When you're hyper vigilant, you are constantly looking for the weak spots, the moments of exposure. And because you're constantly looking for those, you're constantly robbing yourself of moments of present joy, right? Because you're too busy looking for opportunities of disadvantage. So you're not focusing on the opportunities of advantage. And that's the challenge here. Is I definitely feel like that there's an opportunity to balance this out, but it requires some evaluation. But right now, the evaluation that you're doing is from a guarded, wounded, defensive perspective. And in all actuality, it's about tapping in and remembering who you are. Okay. And it's almost like being willing to kick up a little dust, because in kicking up that dust, it's like, yeah, I don't like conflict. I don't like arguing, but I'm also confident. I'm also confident in speaking my truth, standing in my truth, saying what I need to say, no matter how uncomfortable it is. And I also trust myself to be able to settle that storm, right? So it's like on the other side of this, do I see that there's some dust kicking up? Absolutely. But it's the energy of trusting that with intentional movement, the Queen of Wands is not scared of the Five of Wands, not even a little bit. As a matter of fact, the Queen of Wands is the reason why the Five of Wands stands for for compromise. Because there's not like I told you, like people in the world like to call Kiki crazy, but the kind of crazy that I am is I feel like that I can calm a giant. Like I feel like that I can bring a giant to his knees, the Queen of Wands. But there ain't a motherfucking challenge that she walks up against that scares her. You understand? She feels like that she can take it all on and master it. And that's actually in your advice position. Because what's on the other side is you are walking into a Five of Wands situation. But guess what? If you walk in as the Queen of Wands, confident, not nervous about it, you're taking the Sixth Wands, which means that's automatic victory, success, and a recognition of your standpoint. See, they don't want the entire message. It's not just recognition now that it's the Queen of Wands. It's recognition of your standpoint. You see what I'm saying? But it requires you to take action from an intentional standpoint. It requires you to rise above those big old emotions so that you can see the bigger picture. Let's move forward because that was a nice reading for Sagittarius. And you know I got something for you later. Turn it down. All right, let's move forward. Capricorn. All right, let's do Capricorn for 122.45. Spirit, tap me in for Capricorn. Tap me in for Capricorn. What's going on for the Capricorn energy for the next 72 hours? Possibilities, destiny. No, that's right. The 31st of this month could be very significant. Possibilities. So there's some possibilities. Like what you need to know about the next 72 hours is that possibilities are abound. And you know what I'm saying? Like you're destined to, like, there's some life-changing opportunities. Okay. So Spirit is saying, I need you to look for the possibilities, lift your head up. You ain't gonna do nothing but trip over some shit looking down, right? Looking back. You know how like when you're taking a walk and you look back, you kind of like lose your footing or you kind of like wobble or stumble a little bit. There's something about that. It's like, don't get distracted because you're destined to walk into something that you don't want to miss your footing on. The Three of Pentacles, some sort of collaboration. Page of Pentacles at that. Six of Pentacles is the opportunity. Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Definitely going to be celebrating something, baby. By the end of it, like what's on the other side of this next 72 hours is celebrating something. Some sort of collaboration, partnership, opportunity is for you, equal give and take. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. The challenge is the Knight of Pentacles, practicality. The challenge is practicality. Like, don't become too reliant. Like, don't stop your motion just because this collaboration and possibility comes your way. It's a strong, damn, the Nine of Pentacles is here twice. So there's definitely something about needing to maintain one's autonomy here. Oof. The top of my foot was itching. What's that mean? I know what the bottom of the foot means, but what's the top? You will be celebrating something. There is abundance, like living in the, like reaping the rewards for your labor. That's the Nine of Pentacles energy. But the Knight of Pentacles is that energy of practicality, like allowing yourself to be practical. Like it's got to be, I'm telling you, it's got to be collaborative energy. Okay. If you're used to being an overgiver, this ain't that. If you're used to being an overtaker, this ain't that. But there's something worth celebrating and recognizing here. Okay. Get it. Get it. That's the right. Who am I going into? Who am I going into? Capricorn? I'm going into Aquarius. Aquarius, okay, so Aquarius, if we are going to go off of that channel message that just came through, you're about to take some sort of major leap of faith. And for some of you all, it has a lot to do with real estate. Or opening something. It's either real estate is I guess if you're opening something, that would be opening like some sort of like brick and mortar. There's definitely some sort of like you're opening something, you're stepping into something that is going to be visibly public, visibly seen to those around you. Because I seen a ribbon cut in. That's why I said, get it, get it. Or something is opening up for you, Aquarius. Take it as it resonates. But let's get it. Or Capricorn, just take it as it resonates. Let's. Damn. Damn. Okay, so let's jump in for Aquarius. Let's timestamp Aquarius for 12820. What's going on in the next 72 hours for Aquarius? Never give up, never give up, never give up. Aquarius, watch your other placements in this reading. Aquarius, watch your other placements in this particular reading. If this reading resonates with you, there's a need for you to watch your other placements in this reading. Take it as it resonates. There's some sort of deeper guidance that's trying to come through for you, but it is going to require you to piece something together. Take it as it resonates. Ooh, the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Hangman, Knight of Cups. It's so crazy. I'm gonna say this. I know these twins. I miss Catherine. I do. I ain't talked to her in a minute. I need to pick the phone up and call her. But she's got a twin sister, and she made the statement, the Five of Pentacles made her nervous. And you know, the Five of Pentacles is where you actually learn to receive. To be honest with you, it is in my belief, personally, in my belief, that we all encounter the Five of Pentacles because it's there where we learn to receive and not be it's where we learn to understand that, well, we can't fix everything. And in the Five of Pentacles is where you usually open yourself up to receive your first conscious unexpected miracle, right? So surrendering to that place of lack, I'm out in the cold. Like I don't really have, there ain't nothing that I can do in this moment to change the circumstances except for lean onto something else, right? So the opportunity here is to not give up, to hold on to your resources, but it's also that energy of surrendering the need to do it all by yourself. Somebody, like I'm telling you, like somebody is literally being put in the code so someone's knight in shining armor could come in. Somebody's losing a job in the next 72 hours so that you would be available for your dream job that's coming and can't wait for you to put in a 2 weeks notice. There's something like that that's happening in the next 72 hours. Like the likely outcome is that Knight of Cups. You're getting the opportunity is to allow yourself to accept and embrace being let go or being out in the cold, but there's a need to surrender without kicking and screaming. There's a need for you to Queen of Cups to be receptive instead of being emotionally discombobulated, because this must have happened in order for you to be aligned with this. And so it's not saying that this is happening for you to give up. And that's the motherfucking message. (7:11) and 11:33. I am struggling. And didn't even put Aquarius' sign up there. I'm sorry. Fuck it. Aquarius, your reading is done. I think it was a nice reading. I think it was a nice reading. But we're going to move on into Pisces. I'm struggling over here, y'all. I'm going to let you know right now. I'm struggling like I'm up. I close my eyes and I hear Tiffany Haddish. That's not the first time I've heard that. What's up, BB? Somebody's about to be giving fellatio. I don't know if that's for Pisces, Aquarius, or just for whoever's here out of this small little section right now. But somebody is, because, well, I just had a premonition, I guess, a vision of some weird shit. Yes, you're so welcome. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me and understanding, because I'm the one that kept myself up all night. Yes, we did do Aquarius. I forgot to put the ticker. I literally just wrapped it up. So scroll back a little bit. I literally just wrapped Aquarius up. Damn, so you've been up the whole time. I forgot which, at least close to it, huh? You're so welcome. Okay, let's do Pisces. Let's do Pisces for 130. Damn. Let's do 135.40. The reason I keep saying this because I'm gonna have to do a long ass collective. Tap me in. Salud, salud, salud. Y'all, I've been watching this series. Didn't nobody say your name, Siri? Stop. Turn off. Turn off. Okay, so I've been watching this series, and as I was just sitting here, just trying to catch my little energy up, right? I just sat here and just seen the little baby dragon. It's the adult version of How to Train a Dragon for real. Okay. And I just seen the little baby dragon. I wonder what that means. And the baby dragon, it didn't come to fruition because of mating. It came to fruition because of connection. Ooh, Lord. And I'm in Pisces. That makes sense. Cause like y'all caught it. Oh well, Pisces, this is the bonus. Pisces always gets shortchanged. So here it goes. Timestamp is right here. 137.33. Pisces, this might be for you. It might be for whoever. But so like in the show that I'm watching, I just envisioned the dragon, the little baby dragon. And I don't know the name of it. I'm not gonna reveal it just because I don't want y'all to see how weird I know how to be. Okay. It's almost embarrassing, but it is what it is. Um, and so um he he controls the dragons, right? She's scared of the dragons, but they have an undeniable connection that starts like you wouldn't even imagine that type of connection starting. But she holds out sexually. But a dragon is born on the night that they connected, but it wasn't born because that dragon made it. It was those dragons are born and come to life when connection is made. And that dragon that's born out of that connection, it only responds to the person. Like, let's say that I already have a major dragon, right? Let's say that the main dragon is mine. And I make a connection with somebody. So my dragon lays a dragon. That dragon belongs to the person or only responds to the person that I connected with. And that's what I just envisioned right there is that baby dragon coming towards me. I'm a highly affected by Pisces. So I'm saying that there is something, a connection that is just meant for you coming towards you, Pisces. Yeah, I'll tell you, just not on the internet. Cause girl, I swear y'all be like, Kiki is fucking weird. And I might be, but that's just none of y'all's fucking business. But anyways, Pisces, that's just a little bonus, okay? Let's jump in and get this card message. Tap me in, spirit. Tap me in. This is for Pisces. Emotions, the moon. At the bottom of the deck, community. I told you it's not necessarily intimacy. It's connection. In the next 72 hours, Pisces, be mindful of your connections. There's something so significant. There's something so significant. It's just gonna feel like it's a new dawn, a new day. It's just gonna seem like it all makes sense. Literally. Community, labyrinth, instability. Like after a time of being on some sort of complicated journey, things are going to seem like that they're stabilizing in a very abundant way. Okay, let's see, Pisces. Justice. It could be a Libra, Pisces, could be a Libra, doesn't necessarily have to be, but where the okay, okay. The Six of Swords, the Three of Cups. I know I seen what I seen. I know I seen what I seen. The Page of Pentacles. There's an offer coming your way. There's an offer of consistency, an offer of diligence. I think my phone just died, so I'm not gonna be able to see the comments there. There's an offer of consistency, an offer of diligence that's coming your way. We got Justice, Taurus, the Six of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. What's at the bottom? The King of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Star card. The offer of consistency. That something has to move slow. The Page of Pentacles is small. What's the Page of Pentacles? The Page of Cups. I'm telling you, that seedling. I think that's what they called it. And there's no reason why I keep on, like, yeah, I'm sleepy, but I don't keep drifting off to sleep. I keep drifting off into Neptunian energy. Do you hear me? That's where I keep drifting off into. I'm sleepy. Don't get it twisted. Don't you get it twisted. And I'm a Pisces moon. So I am definitely drifting because I'm sleepy, but that drift is working in your favor because I'm telling you, there is some sort of small offer of a consistent connection, and it doesn't have to be romantic, even though it's going like Spirit is telling you, Three of Cups, have fun, celebrate it. Don't put too much pressure on it. Two of Pentacles, there's a need for your flex. I was going to throw it over here. Spirit said, no, you're not. There's a new flexibility because I do feel like that their baggage is being cleared. Oh my fucking gosh. Literally, as I was pulling the card, as I was saying it, I was pulling the card. Literally, baggage is being cleared. Four of Swords. So whoever this is, if this is romantic, it doesn't have to be. But if this is romantic, this is a connection you heal inside of. This is a connection that you heal inside of, but it does require slow, practical, diligent, consistent. The Page of Pentacles, there's a need to be willing to learn along the way. Whatever that means for you. It could be a Taurus. I'm sleepy. And my phone is dead as a doorknob. My people said that's not giving friend. Okay, so we still have 15 good solid minutes, y'all. So there's gonna be some stuff going on here at the end. So all signs, their signs. The person that you're currently entangled with. How about that? That's what we'll do. The first all signs, their signs, Nikita, all signs, their signs, the person you're currently entangled with. Like, meaning that you got history with this person and you need some cards to decipher what the hell's going on in there, right? So we'll look and see at that and see what you need to know about that in the next 72 hours, okay? Actually, I'm going to go with this. Yeah, if we're going to do it that way, I am going with this. So the one that you know you already have baggage with, this is that all signs. The next one I'm going to do is what type of refreshing energy can you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all signs, their signs. If you're dealing with an Aries, what type of refreshing energy is coming from this person? That's going to be the second all signs, okay? But let me see. The Aries, let's timestamp for 146:44. If they have history within Aries, what is the current message going on there? Spirit is saying wrong deck key. Good rising here. So mommy's almost done, okay? Almost. I'm willing to use you, but I just, there you are. He said, use me. Baby, I will. Baby, I will. Absolutely. In the best way possible. Okay. I'm going to make it fun for both you and me. Let me see. All right, Spirit, tap me in. I got your cards. Tap me in. This is the one that they already have history with. This is not the deck. This is not the deck, y'all. Okay, no, I have issues. See, I wasn't even worried about it until you caught me in. And then you telling me not to get distracted, but I wasn't even worried about it until you got me in. Because it's right there, Kiana. Shut the fuck up. All right, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Tap me in. Here we go. Here we go. Let's re-timestamp that, Nikita, for 148:30. If they have history within Aries, what do they need to know as it pertains to this situation with the Aries in the next 48 hours? Truth hurts. It's time for a reality check. It's time to clear your eyes and look at this situation clearly. It's time to cut the back and forth. Okay. If you have history with an Aries, it's time to cut the back and forth and see it as truthfully as possible. If you have history with a Taurus, what is it that you're needing to know pertaining to this right now? It wasn't love. Oh shit. If you're dealing with the Taurus, what you need to know right now is, it's time to stop wasting that resources on childhood fantasies. Okay. This wasn't really love. It was never really love. And I definitely feel like that one person was putting more emphasis and sentimental value on this than the next. What about the Gemini? It says you're my drug. So I definitely feel like that there is some sort of emotional addiction and or codependency here. But baby, this person gaslights you, and baby, this person is going to choose someone from their past. So just keep that in mind. Cancer, love bombing, and what if? So somebody, this is, who is that? If you're dealing with a cancer, the cancer might get themselves into situations that are way too intense, don't have to stay in power just because they see other people around them doing that. And so they overanalyze um and build these elaborate situations just to get themselves let down. And it's all because, baby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to fit into somebody else's position. That's what that is. Okay. Who is that? Cancer. What about the Leo? The Leo cannot move on. Okay. Um, the Leo cannot move on. And as a matter of fact, I feel like the Leo was kind of waiting on you to show up or reach out to them. What about that's the Leo? What about the Virgo? Why is everything getting two cards? You always come back. Yuck. You choose them. So it's like whatever you need to know is that this Virgo is constantly going to go towards third parties. But it looks like this Virgo gets kind of like goes towards instant gratification, sweet, sweet then sour. So it's like they're here for things when it's all good, but I don't think this Virgo really knows how to put the work in to really sustain a real connection. There's something about keeping that connection surface level. What about the Libra? I was asleep, y'all. I was asleep. Let's go. I was asleep. Oh hell no. Get me up off these people's TV. Get me up off these people's TV. Fucking with that phone all night long. Let me see, Spirit. That Virgo ain't trustworthy, though, okay? The Virgo is not trustworthy. I feel like that the Virgo and you may have some sort of pattern where there's like entertaining outside, and then it's like coming back while it's really good. And then as soon as things get sour, it's like quickly replacing it with distractions. So just leave that where it's at, okay? What about Virgo, Libra? Muted, not moved on. So there is this energy with the Virgo, I mean the Libra has like they're not necessarily, it's not that they're not moving towards this connection towards you. And it's not that they are moving towards you. They've muted this situation. Okay. So they haven't necessarily like they just impart mute, right? Got that little bifocals, what do they call it? Um, what do they call it in the shows? Stakeout. Like they're like the Libras hiding some sort of either emotional, yeah, let's just say emotional overwhelm, whether it be good or bad, they're disguising it on the calm because they really don't. They look like that the Libras kind of confused. They feel used and discarded too. That they're kind of confused. So they're not necessarily like they're still hurting. They're not moving on from this. They're still very much so affected from it. What about the Scorpio? Um, you lost me in unsent messages. So it looks like that the Scorpio, you know, they are pulling some sort of power play and they're choosing like they're holding back some sort of truth out of some sort of power play, right? So if their pride and ego wasn't hurt, the Scorpio has a lot to say for sure. What about the Sagittarius? I gave you my all. So the Sagittarius feels drained. The Sagittarius feels like that they overgave into this situation. They feel gaslit. What about the Capricorn? Left on red. Who was that? Who is this? Because I don't remember. Scorpio, Sag. Sag gave it they all. That's what it was. I gave it my all. So why did I doze off on that? Why did I zone out? Sag feels overwhelmed. Yeah, because Sag feels drained. Sag feels like that. So whoever I'm speaking to, the Sagittarius feels like that something wasn't returned. Okay. And now the Capricorn, they are leaving this situation on red. They're looking at the message. Okay. New trick that I learned on the iPhone. If you got your red receipts on, you can read the message without opening it. This person is doing that in the next, like right now, and whoever the Capricorn is, this person is fully reading your messages. They're just not having, like, they're intentionally not revealing the red on it, or they're intentionally choosing not to respond here. And it is to keep some sort of toxic connection, tether, some sort of toxic tether. Aquarius. Yeah, the Sagittarius feels drained. They may need to get some rest. The Aquarius is blocked as fuck. Okay, so they feel shut out. Yeah, they feel shut out, and it's doing a number on them. Yeah, they feel like you've already replaced them. They feel blocked as fuck, shut out, like you on to the next one. Whoever you are. Let's see. What about the Pisces? Healed, not hooked. The Pisces is detached from this. The Pisces feels like that they're seeing the situation clearly enough to detach without letting it affect them. What's up, my love? What's up? Good rising. What's the timestamp at? 3 minutes? Dang, y'all. If you're dealing with an Aries through Pisces, recently encountered an Aries through Pisces, is it a yes or no? Period. Whatever question you have pertaining to that person, is it a yes or no? Aries through Pisces, straight down the line. Let's go ahead and timestamp this for 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 10 seconds. All right, Spirit, tap me in. Aries. Is the Aries a yes or a no when it comes to my collective's question? Woo. They are a no. However, there are some loose ends that need to be tied up within that situation. And Spirit is saying you are going to be required to trust your feelings. What about the Taurus? Is the Taurus a yes or a no? They are a yes. This is the real deal, my love. What about the Gemini? I'm getting a no that was in the deck in the upright, but then I'm also getting a, I would say yes, but it's not going to give, it's yes. There's something worth finding over there, but it's like the yield is very poor. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. The yield is poor. What about the Cancer? No frills, wait for more, plain, wait for more, plain to see, wait for more, something more plain to see it won't work. Ooh. Who is that? The Leo? Who is that? The Leo? Ooh. What about the Virgo? Or was that the Cancer? I don't know. This is Leo. Leo's a yes. There's some sort of sunny outlook. Absolutely. Best medicine. Ooh. The Leo might be good medicine, baby. What about that Virgo? The Virgo is a yes. Flow with the currents. Natural progress. Can't rush that situation with the Virgo, okay? Right now, paths are closed. What about that Virgo, Libra? What about Libra? We have a yes. Hot opportunities fired up. Burning desires fulfilled. What about the Scorpio? We have a no. This bridge is frail. Crossing is risky. There's also this energy of an unhealthy balance as it pertains to resources there. What about the Sagittarius? I'm getting there's some sort of hidden truth there that does come back to blow up in your face. What about the Aquarius? Yes. No, that wasn't Aquarius. Who was that? Sag, Capricorn, who was that? Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. It's the 2 hour mark. I'm done. I think that was Aquarius. Aquarius, you say it says yes. Make sure you walk before you run. Don't rush it. Pisces, we have a yes. You are right on time. Do it now. Seize the day. Yes. Something is currently developing with the Pisces. Y'all, I am done because I'm out of here, y'all. I'm ready to go take a little quick nap before I got to do school. Okay. In an hour and a half. So I get an hour nap before I got to get up in 30 minutes and do it again. I love you. I'll get those timestamps up immediately. Nikita will get them in the chat. In the comment section. If you click the newest, her comments will show up. I probably look ratchet on the end of this live, but at least I made it through.